Hello and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Fentley. Here are today's top stories. Pope Francis laid to rest in Rome as the world unites in mourning. President Murmu extends condolences. State government collaborates with central agencies to bolster security along the 443-kilometer Bangladesh border. State government responds to CAPF deployment request at Negrims. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong appeals for responsible communication. And Simon Schiller has been remanded over alleged anti-national remarks on Facebook. The news in detail. Pope Francis, the beloved leader of the Roman Catholic Church, was laid to rest today at the Basilica of St. Mary Major in Rome. His funeral mass, led by Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, took place in St. Peter's Square in Vatican City, beginning at 1:30 p.m. IST. Thousands of mourners, including world leaders, clerics and pilgrims, gathered to pay their final respects. His wooden coffin, adorned with a large cross, was carried into the square by 14 white-gloved pallbearers, receiving applause from the crowd. Among the dignitaries present were Indian President Draupadi Murmu, US President Donald Trump, French President Emmanuel Macron, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and Argentine President Javier Milei. The funeral marks the end of an era for the Catholic Church as the world bids farewell to a pope known for his humility, compassion and dedication to social justice. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong announced that the Meghalaya government is working closely with central agencies to secure the 443-kilometer international border with Bangladesh and prevent infiltration. Following a review meeting with the BSF and other central agencies, Tinsong assured that comprehensive measures are being implemented. He highlighted collaboration with village authorities, village defense parties and law enforcement to ensure robust border security.
With the BSF authority and with all the concerned agencies, be it state and central government agencies, we are in the same page and we are on the same line. We'll make sure that the international boundary be fully secured to meet all these challenges in case if any kind of infiltration takes place or in whatever manner. But we are already in touch and we are fully in operation as far as the international border is concerned.
Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong has responded to demands for Central Armed Police Forces or the CAPF deployment at Negrims, asserting that the decision rests with the government. He assured that the police department is actively working to prevent future incidents. Tinsong urged people to avoid spreading misleading narratives that could create unnecessary fear, emphasizing the vigilance of law enforcement agencies. He called for public cooperation to maintain peace and trust in institutions.
Since this incident happened maybe a few hours back, let me tell you one thing. The moment we came to know all these issues, every citizen of the country who are working, serving here in the state of Meghalaya, be it a local or be it a non-local, my humble request to all of them, please don't misread or don't mislead people around, because we are dedicated. We are here to make sure that every single person, be it in or be it outsiders, in the state of Meghalaya, will make sure that they are fully secure. That's why whether you want CRPF, you want BSF, you want paramilitary, whatever, leave it to the wisdom of the government. As I said to you, the police department is fully on the job and will make sure that this incident should not again happen in the future.
For the 10th consecutive year, Meghalaya has not produced any successful IAS candidates in the UPSC CSE 2024 final results. Education Minister Rakam A. Sangma has urged students to view this as a challenge and motivation to break new ground. Acknowledging the ongoing trend, Sangma emphasized the need for young aspirants to strive harder to achieve success in one of the country's most competitive examinations. The recurring absence of IAS officers from Meghalaya continues to raise concerns about representation at the national level.
Yes, no, this is happening for last 10 to 12 years. So this is also another unfortunate. But however, this should be the challenge of the young people first.
BJP Minister A.L. Hek has dismissed claims that the party's poor performance in Meghalaya elections is due to allegations of being anti-Christian. Hek, himself a Christian, highlighted his own electoral success as a BJP candidate, along with other Christian candidates who have won under the party's banner. He emphasized that the key to winning elections in Meghalaya lies in identifying strong, winnable candidates rather than focusing on religious-based assumptions.
في منيرو يجوب نبي جبيته في أقومتات والكستيل اللي ينقول شو تريني يجوب نبي جبي كي كده نقول كده نقدر مين هي كانديديت منيكم هي كانديديت أقوم مقالي أجوني هي تمدي تنا بي جبي بي تنا كورال بي تنا MPP كده نبي جو يا كانديديت رايو كانديديت بوبيان بوكي في بايبا كشني أتكيجيت تنا بي تنا نوغا بارتي تنا نوغا يونيفورم.
The BJP has initiated groundwork for the upcoming GHADC elections scheduled for next year. BJP leader A.L. Hek emphasized the need for consensus among all political parties on the contentious issue of railways project in Khasi and Jainte Hills. Earlier this month, the state government formed an all-party committee to deliberate on the railway issue, but no discussions have taken place even 20 days later. Hek stressed that any decision on the matter should be reached collectively to ensure progress.
Rio when on Kalul district election, BJP digaring way niki party ke bom jutre tang for election, but three man ka por hi. That election of the election of BJP party ke no very active. Man ka por hi but increase the seat. The magashong paiba o jet the jengman the jong paiba. Eating equal increase with man election.
SOS Children's Village Shillong celebrated its 25th anniversary with a Silver Jubilee event at its campus near Umyam Lake, highlighting its contributions to vulnerable children and families. Dignitaries, including Cabinet Minister Paul Lingdo and CEO of SOS Children's Villages India, Mr. Sumantakar, praised the organization's efforts in providing family-like care and empowering the youth through various initiatives. Over the years, community programs such as the Family Strengthening Program, foster care and kinship care have further expanded its impact. The event featured cultural performances, a tree plantation drive symbolizing growth, and the unveiling of a special souvenir booklet documenting the village's journey.
Everything that we see around us began as an idea. And a lot of people have brilliant ideas. And I recall the words of a famous writer who said the greatest wealth in this world is not to be found in the Amazon Valley, is not to be found in the gold mines of Africa, but the greatest wealth in this earth can be found in cemeteries.
Simon Shilla, aged 30, was remanded to 14 days of judicial custody after being arrested for allegedly making anti-national remarks related to the Pahalgam terror attack. The East Khasi Hills Police Special Cell detained Shila, a resident of Umlinka, for inflammatory comments posted on Facebook under the name Manshila. According to Superintendent of Police Vivek Siem, Shila's remarks supported the terrorists involved and encouraged further attacks targeting a specific community, posing a threat to national unity. 2 mobile phones were seized from his possession. Following the assault on Dr. Alok Singh, assistant professor at NEHU, the university has decided to form an inquiry committee to investigate the incident. Professor Davidson Pingrope confirmed that while no time frame has been set for the probe, the administration strongly condemns the attack. Professor Pingrope stated that the matter was brought to their attention on Thursday evening, but the identities of those involved remain unclear. The incident has raised concern about campus security, prompting calls for swift action to ensure the safety of faculty members.
On behalf of the university and the administration, we condemn such kind of violence inside the university campus, and we assure that the security of the teaching fraternity as well as the students is of utmost importance to the university administrators. From the side of the university, a committee will be formed to form an inquiry committee which will look into the matter, what happened and what result, why such kind of incident happened in the university camp.
Hat Jinkarseo Jagruti Mela, an inspiring initiative by Bethany Society Shillong in collaboration with Enable India, brought together key stakeholders from the disability ecosystem. This unique event aimed to empower persons with disabilities by providing vital information on education, skilling, government schemes and livelihood opportunities. Here's a report.
And exhibitions covering early intervention, inclusive education and assistive solutions, the event fostered connections between service providers and receivers across the entire life cycle of a person with a disability. Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh announced the upcoming release of Rs 76 lakhs to Bethany Society, reaffirming the government's commitment to supporting persons with disabilities. He also delighted the crowd with a special number.
Of rupees 76 lakh rupees for Bethany Society to further enhance its various activities. It's very important for each of us to realize that we are gifted. Do not think that you are disadvantaged because you are disabled.
Bertha Dakar, Executive Director of Bethany Society, lauded these efforts but emphasized the needs for greater awareness about existing schemes. Meanwhile, Guru Prasad, Director of Enable India, pledged ongoing assistance to the Meghalaya government in bringing meaningful changes in the lives of persons with disabilities.
Why we feel so concerned about having this Mela is because the time has come when people with disabilities must realize that they should not be just, charity objects, right? When but they should stand on their own feet, earn their own living, support their own families, live a life like other people.
So Enable India, Bangalore believes how the organization can contribute for the life of people with disabilities and make them to lead a dignified life.
Among the inspiring stories was that of Samsul Haq from Guwahati, a Zomato food delivery worker who showcased his electric bike, a tool that has transformed his livelihood, enabling him to earn a stable income navigating the streets of Guwahati. Hat Jinkersiew stands as a beacon of empowerment, opening doors to a brighter, more inclusive future for persons with disabilities. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
And now for the weather. First, let's look at the report in Tura, where the minimum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature at 33 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 83%. In Shillong, the minimum temperature was 15.9 degrees Celsius with the maximum temperature at 25.5 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 57%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, the minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 22 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 75%. The forecast in Tura is partly cloudy with haze, while in Shillong and Juwai, moderate rain is likely to occur at a few places. And for our viewers who missed out, here's a quick recap of today's top stories. Pope Francis laid to rest in Rome as the world unites in mourning. President Murmu extends condolences. State government collaborates with central agencies to bolster security along the 443-kilometer Bangladesh border. State government responds to CAPF deployment request at Megrims. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tensong appeals for responsible communication. And Simon Schiller has been remanded over alleged anti-national remarks on Facebook. And that brings us to the end of today's news edition. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow too. Have a good evening.